Why should you try playing the viola if you are a violinist? I'll give you 5 reasons, from least important to most important. First, remember that great composers in the history of music have played it as a second instrument or even a third instrument. Mozart was a pianist first and foremost, but he played the violin, and it is known that he occasionally played the viola, probably in chamber groups. The same can be said of Beethoven, who also played the viola, as well as Haydn and Dvorak. In the 20th century, the most famous composer who played the viola was Hindemith. And in other types of music, it is known that Jimi Hendrix and John Cale also played it. Second, you don't have to adapt your posture when switching from violin to viola. Most of the techniques are quite similar, if not the same, probably because the viola is an XL violin. In fact, when a child needs a small viola, a violin is usually taken, and the first E string is removed, and a C string is added. Third, great violinists have played the viola, alternating their violin concerts with those performed with the viola. The most famous who have played both instruments are David Oistrakh, Pinchas Zukerman, Shlomo Mintz. Fourth, it will allow you to access repertoire that is original for the cello, like the Bach suites or Schubert's Arpeggione Sonata, but you will also be able to quickly play the repertoire you know with the violin, benefiting from that exercise when you return to your instrument. If you play in an orchestra or in chamber groups, you will hear the music from another perspective, since you won't always be playing the melody, which seems almost always destined to be done by the violins. Fifth, and most important, it will force you to play with the fingers of your left hand flatter, because that's how the viola sounds best. In fact, the lower the instrument, the flatter the fingers need to be. If it is not done, it does not sound properly. I hope I have convinced you with my explanations, and below, in the video description, I leave you the link to a viola and piano sonata that is still little known, which will surprise you with its strength, energy and rhythm. And yes, played with a viola, because for viola and piano, there are also excellent works.